When ice met fire, the world held its breath. The North had never bent a knee so willingly, nor had Essos ever sailed for peace. Two rulers stood on the edge of history, bound not by conquest, but by the fragile promise of unity. They wed not for love alone, but for the realm's survival. Ice and fire were joined beneath the gaze of old gods and new, as the echoes of past wars trembled in the stone walls. In that silence, a new chapter began. Together, they forged a kingdom unlike any before. The Queen of Dragons learned the patience of snow, and the King in the North learned the fire of ambition. Their armies no longer faced each other, but the long night gathering beyond the wall. But unity came at a cost. The North remembered the faces lost, and the Dragon Queen still saw the chains of her past in every shadow. Trust was earned slowly, tested by fear, and carved by fire and frost. When word came of the dead marching south, the alliance trembled. The time for oaths ended, now came the time for sacrifice. Each would have to give up something dear to keep the other standing. Fire clashed with death in the longest night of men. They fought as one body, one heart, one desperate breath against the end of all things. And when dawn rose, the snow was red and silence reigned. Victory demanded too much. The queen who had freed slaves now knelt among free men who died for her dream. In that moment, she understood the weight of peace, heavier than any crown. They swore to rule as one, not by sword, but by mercy. The North's honor and the dragon's flame found balance, not through power, but through patience. The world, for once, knew stillness. From ruin rose a dynasty of both bloods, forged not in conquest but in courage. Their children carried the banner of a world reborn, where the cold and the flame no longer feared one another. And so, the song of ice and fire found harmony, not in prophecy, but in choice. A queen's compassion and a king's resolve reshaped destiny. Together, Daenerys and Robb proved that even the coldest winter can be warmed by flame.